When you turn on a television and change the channel to a sports channel, what sport would you see? Would it be a male sport? A female sport? When I turn on the channel to a sports channel, I usually see a male sport being aired. The sports being aired usually would be football, basketball, or baseball, the three main sports in America. We rarely see any female sports being aired or even advertised. I am here to persuade you on how the media impacts the perception of gender in sports. Women deserve to be treated equally as men, not just in sports, but overall in general. I will be focusing on how media portrays female athletes, how the media advertise their games, and how Title IX has actually helped females in sports. First, I would like to start this persuasion off by stating how media advertises males and females in sports to an audience. The media can advertise athletes through television, billboards, newspapers, internet, or whatever they please just to get the face of the athlete or athletes to the general public. The media can give an athlete a good reputation or a bad reputation, but I'll concentrate on the visual perspective of an athlete. Now let's consider Van Amsterdam's article on how the media advertises a visual picture of certain athletes, which gives you a perspective of what a particular athlete for a particular sport looks like. In visual pictures of an athlete, you can determine the visual metaphors someone can illustrate by their body. For example, you can illustrate the body of a soccer player just in your mind. The typical soccer player would be tall, thin, quick, or fast. Also, you can illustrate the typical female. For example, a field hockey player would be short, most likely fit, and it'd be pretty quick. Most athletes that media advertises looks similar to one another. The male body is typically advertised to the general public as lean, muscular, tall, aggressive, and competitive. The female body is typically advertised as fit, small, seductive, and curvy. According to Lucy Schuch, females are typically stereotyped as model-like bodies. Thus, once females see athletes advertised as models, they want to look exactly like the athlete so females can feel like they fit in with society or feel good about their bodies in general. Women are subjected to be objects of seduction and are to be weak and inoffensive. As you can see, media has a major impact on the physical appearance of athletes. Women are subjected more than men on different types of advertisements because men want that woman and the females want to be that woman. Basically, women are subjected to be eye candy to the viewers. Secondly, I would like to display how advertisement has affected women sporting events. According to Joanne Bisley and Melissa Embers Herbert, the issue of difference is by the fact that in media coverage, so many females may be athletes, but they are females first. The physical attractiveness of these females athletes are often highlighted over their actual athletic abilities in a sport. This means more coverage is given to sports that have higher sex appeal than sports that don't. In a study of the collegiate newspaper and television in Suzanne Huffman's scholarly article, 72.7% of sport coverage was given to male sports in newspaper, and 81% were given to male sports in television. To go along with the data that was abstracted from the collegiate newspaper and television, Tang Tang and Roger Cooper articles explain who watches what sports and why. According to them, men prefer to watch masculine sports, which includes football, baseball, soccer, basketball, while women prefer general neutral sports, which is tennis, gymnastics, and figure skating. Men watch masculine sports because the pace of the game is faster, tougher, the games are more intense, and the men just like to watch other people just brutalize their bodies. Women prefer to watch general neutral sports because it's more relaxing, more laid back type sport. Now you can see rather than the physical appearance, people prefer to watch more masculine sports due to the intensity of the sport. Numbers don't lie. Media covers more male sports than female sports. Finally, I would like to state how the media affects the perception of Title IX. Suzanne Huffman stated how Title IX works toward gender equality in sports. Since its existence in 1972, more women have participated and earned scholarships in collegiate sports. Title IX is not just about sports, but everything else in general. If a male receives benefits, a female should receive the same benefits as well. According to Mary Hardin and Jennifer Greer's research, in 1993, 1 in 27 females played a sport. In 2002, 1 in 3 females played a sport, so it's uprise. Now that you know that Title IX has given athletes a chance to participate in sports, more females are not participating in those sports, but they are still not receiving the necessary coverage as male sports receive.
Title IX has made a tremendous impact, not just on sports, but I think as our culture as a whole. But the idea that, I call it steak and hot dogs. You know, I grew up in a family of, I have a brother and 3 sisters, and when we sat down at the dinner table, it wasn't steak for the boys and hot dogs for the girls. And, you know, it was even worse than that. You know, we didn't even get the ketchup or the bun, you know. But, you know, now I think it, you know, it's saying let's be fair. You know, let's be fair to our daughters, and let's be fair to our sons. And I have to say that fathers are huge in this battle. It's not just the schools, it's not just mothers or daughters, but it's fathers saying, my daughter's not going to ride on that rickety bus, you know, my daughter's not going to practice at 6 o'clock in the morning when the boys have the, you know, 2 to 7 slot in the gym. And it's parents, but mothers and fathers saying, let's be fair to our daughters.
In conclusion, women's sports are overviewed by the media, and female athletes are not credited enough for playing their sport. Title IX has helped females participate in sports, but it does not help them be treated the same as male athletes. Female sports should be given the same amount of advertisement and airtime on television as in male sports do. All jokes aside, females should not have to worry about their physical appearances and what they're supposed to look like on the field. Females should just play their game for the love of the game, not just to be eye candy to the viewers. All women should be treated equally as men. This is my speech. Thank you for listening.